Hi and welcome to section 2. Now, if you'll remember, in the first section I introduced you to this idea, the 3 realms of confidence. Now, if you remember what they were, the first one being the belief that we have in our degree of competence. Our competence, how skilled and talented we are, how good we are at doing the things that we do. You see, beliefs are fascinating things. They're either going to build us up or they're going to tear us down. Some people that would choose to say in life, I don't believe anything. Well, that's not true, because you genuinely believe that you believe nothing, which is still a belief. So everyone has beliefs. Beliefs are kind of like the invisible foundation that many of us base our lives upon. Now, this first realm, the belief that we have in our degree of competence, how good we are at doing the things that we do. What I'm going to introduce you to here is another idea, that every single belief that we have in life is a limiting belief. Every belief that we have in life is a limiting belief. That's right. Every belief that we have in life is actually holding us back. Because you see, most people believe that the extent of truth in life is limited by what it is that they've already grown to experience. Most people would believe that there's no degree of truth outside of that which they've already experienced. So, what I'm hoping to do throughout this section of the course is help you to understand your beliefs on a slightly deeper and more profound level from the inside out. I'm going to help you to understand what it is that you primarily believe about yourself in relation to your degree of competence. Because going back quite a number of years ago, when I was just a little boy, still wet behind the ears, my mum and dad used to take me and my sister to the circus. Now, I never particularly liked the circus. I always found it a little bit boring. My sister loved it. But there was one element of the circus that I actually always did enjoy, and this was the elephants. I loved the lions and the bears and the elephants. The elephants I always found fascinating. The elephants being one of the largest mammals on the face of the planet. What I always wondered was, why was it that an elephant as big and as strong as what it was, or as they are, why they would allow themselves to be limited as soon as they have a rope around their neck or they're attached to a chain? They just don't move. Because if you go to a circus or you go to a zoo, you'll see an elephant that will sit there with a rope around its neck or a chain around its neck. And this chain is then attached to a picket or a spike in the ground. Now, obviously, the elephant, we know that has more than enough strength to break free, to rip that picket out the ground and just walk off if it so chooses to. And in the context of a circus, well, it doesn't have to be attached to anything. In fact, it can just walk off and do whatever it wants. But yet it doesn't. It sits there as soon as it has a rope attached around its neck, and this rope is then attached to a picket in the ground. You see, I spent quite a number of years looking into this, alright, and not just understanding what I'm about to share with you in this video, but this whole idea of our core fundamental beliefs. Because when elephants are young, in the early years of their lives, a circus master will approach one of these animal aid places that will have saved a baby elephant after its parents have perhaps been killed to have their tusks used for ivory to be sold in the black market or something like that. And when this baby elephant is young, the circus master will take it to the training camp, the training area, put a rope or a bit of chain around its neck, and then attach this chain to a spike or a picket that's been driven into the ground. Now, when the baby elephant is still a baby elephant, it's actually physically not strong enough to break free from the peg, from the chain. It fights and it tugs and it screams and it tries to kick, but it's not strong enough to break free. The circus master knows that the elephant is not ready to begin its real training until it stops fighting. Because the day that the elephant stops trying to break free from the peg is the day that the elephant's grown to accept that it's not strong enough to break free from the peg. So you see, once it's grown to believe that that it's not strong enough to break free from the peg, well, the peg's no longer needed. It's then ready to start being trained and doing all the tricks and all that sort of thing. So let's fast forward 15 years. You now have fully grown elephant in the middle of the circus, alright, has a chain around its neck, and this chain is attached to a spike or a picket that's been driven into the ground. Well, you see, the reason that the elephant won't try to break free is because it knows from experience that it's not strong enough to break free. The only limitation that this elephant actually has, in actuality, is the belief that it developed about itself when it was young. When it was young, it genuinely wasn't strong enough to break free. But now that it's, bigger and stronger, well, it is, able to break free, but it doesn't believe that it is, so it doesn't even try. So I hope that story makes sense, alright? What I'm really trying to do here is paint a picture of where it is that our beliefs come from in life. You see, the first realm of confidence is a degree of confidence that we have in our competence, the things that we're able to do. And this is the thing, if we don't believe that we're able to do something in life, then 9 times out of 10, we're not even going to try. So the question that I would ask you right here is, how would this, at this stage of your life, actually relate to you?